Most people think being smart is about knowing more. More facts, more books, more education. But that's not what actually sets you apart. What really makes you stand out is how you think, how you see the world, and how you handle the things most people ignore. The truth is, it's not about having a high IQ. It's about mastering the mental habits that 90% of people never even notice. So today, I'll show you 5 mindset shifts that quietly put you in the top 10%. No ego, no overthinking, just mental power. Let's get into it. You don't argue to win, you ask to understand. Here's the trap. Most people debate to be right. They defend, they attack, they need to win. But smart people, they know truth isn't something you win, it's something you uncover. So instead of proving a point, they ask real questions. What makes you think that? Have you considered this? What's the outcome you're actually looking for? They make the other person feel safe, not challenged. And in that safety, real clarity happens. Smart people aren't trying to beat you, they're trying to understand you, because that's how minds are changed. You think in terms of systems, not just situations. Here's what 90% of people miss. They get stuck in moments. I failed this test. I got rejected. I had a bad workout. And they make it mean something big. They spiral. They quit. They panic. But the smartest people zoom out. They don't see isolated failures. They see feedback, patterns, data. They ask, what system created this result? What can I adjust and try again? Because when you zoom out far enough, failure stops looking like defeat and starts looking informational. And that's when growth becomes inevitable. You focus on what you can control. Most people waste energy on things they can't change. What others think of them. What might go wrong tomorrow. What someone else should have done. And that creates frustration, anxiety, stagnation. But the smartest people, they cut through all of that noise with one simple filter. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action. They don't get stuck in blame. They don't spiral into worry. They move forward, calmly, clearly, consistently. And that calm focus, that's what makes them unstoppable. You know that silence is a superpower. Most people hate silence. They rush to fill it with opinions, distractions, noise. But smart people are comfortable in quiet. They think before they answer. They listen more than they speak. They let others reveal themselves without forcing it. Because they know this, the person who's least reactive holds the most power. Silence makes people lean in. It creates tension, weight, meaning, and most of all, it keeps you in control. So if you want to stand out, don't just say smart things. Know when to say nothing. You don't react, you observe. Most people are on autopilot. Something annoys them, they snap. Something scares them, they run. Someone says something dumb, they argue. They react instantly, without thinking. But the smartest people don't do that. They observe. They pause when others rush. They think when others blurt. It's not weakness, it's control. They understand this. The moment you react, you lose power. The moment you pause, you gain it. Because observation creates insight, and insight beats impulse every time. Final thoughts. You don't need to be louder, faster, or smarter than everyone. You just need to think differently. Pause before reacting. Ask before judging. Act within your control. Embrace the silence. And zoom out when things get hard. Most people won't do this. They'll keep rushing, reacting, taking everything personally. But you, if you build these habits, you'll move through life with quiet confidence. You'll start noticing things no one else sees. And that's not luck, or talent, or even intelligence. That's awareness. And awareness outsmarts almost everything.